we've got more microtransaction news, everybody!
Yay!
There's probably no other word that'll make gamers any more upset.
And over the course of a few months, over 3,000.
Adding in microtransactions into Crash Team Race.
Denn es soll ein Microtransaction Matchmaking.
Microtransactions!
Today we're counting down our list for the top 10 awful microtransactions.
Surprise mechanics.
In Sea of Thieves, however, no microtransactions in sight. The only way to purchase things is to earn coins or doubloons by doing tasks within the game.
To be bringing this kind of additional revenue stream into Sea of Thieves itself. Just a bit of a reminder around the principles that we've applied to our thinking around the kind of digital business growth.
Okay, so microtransactions are coming to Sea of Thieves? As anyone who loves a particular video game out there and will try and defend their favorite game and how it's flawless in every way possible.
Just stop it. Just stop it. Just stop it.
Uh-oh, I think the haters got to this one. Gotta be careful, guys. Joe Neat here, however, says that microtransactions won't be loot boxes. You will always know what you get. You can get the usual cosmetics, emotes, and the not so usual pets. How expensive these are going to be? Who knows? But if any Sea of Thieves developers are watching this, if you want to stand out from the crowd, instead of selling your premium items for $10, how about you realize that these items do not exist and are 100% useless? 50 cents. What? Video game company realistically price useless items? Oh, and as someone who is currently carrying too many coins and got nothing to spend them on, how about you allow us to use our coins in the microtransaction store? I don't care if that stupid sale with the dumb emoji costs 1 million coins. I just want something to spend my coins on. Now let me get a little bit off topic here while I got your attention. Hopefully. In the latest tiny update with the gunpowder keg missions, it reminded me of how terrible people are at using kegs to blow stuff up. So let me give you a pro tip. If you decide it's time to keg someone, suicide bombing won't get you anywhere. One lonely keg will not sink any ship, if the crew knows what they are doing. If you're a terrible crew, you will die to that one keg. Here I am guarding our ship while my friend is on our enemy's ship doing his thing. Oh. There you are. Alright, just keg us. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. Come on. What? Oh, you're going up the ladder. Alright. I get out of harm's way, but he does not, resulting in him dying in his attack. All I have to do is fix the ship. All this guy did was cause a mild annoyance. Nothing to worry about. And here's another pro tip. If you're gonna keg someone and have a better chance to live to tell the tale, keg them in the front. Always keg them in the front of any ship. This way the people that has to fix their ship has a bit of a distance to walk before they arrive at the hole, buying you some time to fight off the people not fixing the ship. And here's what not to do. We were chasing this Brigantine and someone decided to try and keg us. Oh, we got a kegger coming over. Hello. I do the usual maneuver to get out of harm's way. He places the keg in the back of the ship. Mistake number one. He's lagging a little bit here, don't worry about that. Then he decides to go to the edge of our ship. Mistake number two. I blast him off, and after 30 seconds we're all fixed up and we lost about 10 to 15 seconds of sailing time. You can be so efficient in this situation that the guy you just blasted off does not even have the time to swim up to you and finish his work because we are still drifting too fast for him. Nej, men det gick ju relativt grejt syns det nog. Then he tried to keg us again, but it didn't work. My friend got up on their ship unnoticed, climbed the crow's nest and dropped their nuke on them. They had some loot. But we have to give Rare some huge credit. When the game came out in March 2018, all you could really do was sail, loot, fight, with the loot part being split up to 5 areas. Treasure hunting, skeleton hunting, animal selling, random loot spawns, forge, and of course thieving. because that's in the title of the game. Some people don't seem to notice that part. And in the fighting category, we got fighting other players and NPCs and Kraken, which is technically just a big NPC. This was launch day Sea of Thieves. Fast forward a little over a year ago to today, in the loot category, in addition to what we already have, we can add NPC drops, Tall Tales, which are 9 story missions where only 2 of the missions are fun to play. Art of the Trickster and the final one. They also require you to complete each mission 5 times if you want to 100% them. 5 times. 5 times. Why? That's lazy game design. Fishing. Bilge Rat Adventures, where if you were to start playing today, that would be many hours off your fun list right there. There's even one Bilge Rat Adventure which makes you attack other players. Police are here. Let's have more of these. Fort Loot has gotten multiple loot buffs since launch, skeleton ships, and probably more that I can't remember. In the sailing category, which I will have to rename to Sea Travel, we got the Brigantine, and the reason why this category is no longer called sailing, rowboats, which you can attach to your sailing ship. Harpoons has been added so you can hit the water around the floating barrel with resources. And remember, fishing, you can do this from your ship, so you can be just a little less useless. Over here in the fighting category, masts can now collapse, and the anchor and steering wheel can be destroyed, as well as nukes that made the sniper rifle 85% more useless. What they haven't fixed though is the amount of people still getting surprised and angry when you steal their loot in a video game where Thief is in the title. Please give us a good fight. Do something. Oh, sweet. Thank you. Alright, here we go. Let's have a battle. You guys can't run when your anchor is down, you silly dude ankles. Come on, guys. That's not a hard pickle to get out of. What is this, a 2-man brig? This reminds me of another pro tip. Don't assume everyone is friendly. If a ship comes up to you and the first instinct is to say friend or foe, then you have just invited your enemies to take the first shot. Congratulations, that's a round of applause. If I see a ship that is glowing with loot and you shouting let's form an alliance, shows me that taking that loot from you will be just that much more easier. Don't assume everyone is friendly, do yourself a favor and assume everyone is your enemy. That gunpowder update I got off topic for earlier, that was a part of their new monthly updates, where they promised that
we are moving to a rhythm of releasing and updating the game on a monthly cadence.
The first update, officially known as Black Powder Stashes, and no, we're not talking about those Black Powder Stashes, Edumpish. Seeing their history with their promises, I don't believe for 1 second that they will achieve this. I hope I'm wrong. If they have given us 12 Bilge Rat adventures 1 year from now, including the Black Powder one and the very recently released Dark Relics, I will start being one of those 2-player crews who uses the Brigantine over the sloop. That's another thing I don't understand. I just gotta get this off my chest. Now feel free to answer this in the comments below. Why do I see more 2-player crews on Brigantines over 3 players on it? 3 players on a Brigantine is a dang rare sight. That to me does not sound strategically responsible. I'm not English. This is just my second language. You gotta excuse me. I am genuinely curious. I would love to see the reason why a 2-player crew choose a 3-player ship. Let's get back on track again. The reason I don't believe the developers will be able to keep their promise to create 12 monthly Bilge Rat adventures for us is because they could not make more than 5 weekly events in the span of 1 year. If we look at their roadmap, we can see that they have delivered on the big promises. The Hungering Deep, check. Cursed Sails, check. Forsaken Shores, check. And then we also got Shrouded Spoils and the Anniversary update. All these updates has been A++. Except for the Hungering Deep one. That one was maybe like a D-. Cursed Sails around a C+ or B-. But the rest of them, oh my god, beautiful work. Beautiful work. Then we have these little spaces which says weekly events. Notice the S there at the end. That means more than one. So the weekly events we got were Skeleton Thrones, where your mission was to go and sit in different chairs. And some chairs even required another crew to join you in your chair sitting adventures. What is this? That's an F. Gunpowder Skeleton Event. A+, simple edition, beautiful work. The Sunken Curse, where you had to go around and find mermaid gems. F+. The Cursed Crew introduces cursed cannibals to the game. The commendations for this one was also really fun to do. A+. More of these commendations rare, please. Also, the sleeping ball and the dancing ball are actually the same thing, so you could just merge those two to be called the troll ball. That's a little free tip for you there. Festival of the Damned, where you had to die in different ways to get different colored lights from the Fairy of the Damned. And also go around to islands and light some torches, which is basically sitting in chairs. F+. You could argue that the mercenary voyages were a part of these weekly events, but not me. I do not count those. So yeah, I don't believe the devs will give us 12 monthly build strat adventure updates by this time next year. Maybe 5, and that's a big maybe. Again, I hope I'm wrong. For my last topic in this video, which is kind of all over the place, if you don't play Sea of Thieves but you are maybe on the fence after watching this video, first of all, even though it does not seem like it, Rare is awesome. I guess it's just way easier to point out someone's flaws. Or we gamers are just entitled assholes who don't appreciate hard work when we see it. They post developer updates every week. Joe Neat is sexy as hell. They are very transparent. If you plan on playing Sea of Thieves, remember there are 3 main groups of people who play this game. The grinders. These are the ones who only play for loot and ignore the thief part in the title of the game. For them, the game is called Sea of, or just Sea, or Sea of Friends. In their head, there are no enemies. Then you have the PvPers, the people who play just to kill other pirates and level up on stolen loot exclusively. These are actually pretty fun people to play with. And then you have the Sea of Thievers. These folks are grinders and PvPers. They steal, they grind, it's 50-50. None of these playstyles is the wrong way to play the game. Sea of Thieves gives you a lot of choices. Just remember, in Sea of Thieves, you will sink, you will lose your loot, and you will have tons of fun. Ooh, and I haven't even talked to you guys about the arena yet. Oh, I got one little thing I want to add. Developers, please take note. It's not a big ask, but please remove or make it at least optional to have the island title cards come up. It's not a big deal to arrive at the island for the 1000th time. The title cards also block the view of your health bar and ammo count. If you're in a battle and you're down to your last food item, should you eat it now and potentially waste precious food? Or risk it and die? Why does it have to be so dramatic to arrive at the sand pile? Of course, this is no problem for the first group, the grinders, as they tend to never be in combat. But for me, this has happened way too many times. Just add a little title card in the middle of the lower screen. No need to be fancy and announce to yourself that you have arrived at the place you know you were going to. That's just my teeny weeny little wish. Just a little wish. Thank you. I give Sea of Thieves an 8 out of 10. See you on the seas, pirate.